Yeah, I do.
Yeah, too.
Yeah.
I thought I'd stay quiet and just let the recording start with the ice cream truck sound.
Well, it's summertime.
It is.
Oh my, that bitch will park across the street though. I have to go across and stop him, but we're live now.
Yeah, we're live now. Hi, everybody. Sorry for the delay in starting and the crazy welcome, but I had trouble getting rid of my giggle factor. So welcome to Saturday Night Live with the Top Income Team. We have, we're still waiting for a couple people that are going to be joining the panel. So we have, but we still have a panel of rock stars, as always. So we have Jason. I don't know what the order will show in the recording to you guys, but we have Jason King. We have
What's up,
Kimberly. We have Kimberly Tilley.
Hey, guys.
And we have Michael Leedy.
What's up, peoples?
And myself, Susan Batchelder.
Yay!
Yay! So what we're here to talk about tonight is really nothing like formed within side of a box, which our topics are never inside of a box, but we're trying to encourage you to step outside of any sort of box and stop the focus on one opportunity or the fast results, the fast dollar, which of course that's always exciting and you do want to see results, but if you put the focus more on building yourself and your brand and the relationships with great leaders and great colleagues and just other people, even new people coming in that have potential to be great leaders, if you focus more on that and then the opportunity, you'll move into, take that shift from the opportunity seeker into entrepreneur. And it doesn't mean that you can't do more than one product, more than one business, company, or opportunity. It just means that your focus will be more on expanding and growing and building and maybe on your plan, creating a plan, and then executing that plan. So I just kind of want to talk about how we're doing that within our team, within our own vision, and within the vision of Lead System Network. It's not going to be focused all on just Lead System Network. That's what brought us here today. But we've become better people and a better team because of it. So the potential and the possibilities are just limitless. So I just want to encourage everybody to step into that because that's when the potential gets exemplified. Excuse my tango. Do you guys want to start by telling everybody a little bit about you? Because we do have some new people that aren't usual to our audience, and for the people that watch it afterwards. Silence.
Sure.
Should we? Should one of us start?
You start, because you usually introduce, and you introduce so well. I very much dislike that, you guys.
What? Oh, introducing?
Kimberly introduces. So, Kimberly, can you tell us why you're here?
Okay. Well, we're here because we're the Top Income Team, number one, and we all came together because of the LSN. And I guess what Susan was trying to say is that pretty much brand yourself, and that is what LSN is here to help you do, is to brand you, no matter what opportunity, no matter what business, no matter what MLM, marketing, you're doing, you want to brand yourself, because if that goes away, you still have you, and you're not going anywhere, hopefully. So you want to go pro in this industry, and in order to go pro, you have to brand yourself so that people don't look at you as the company, they look at you as you, the brand. So they would look at Kimberly Tilley or Susan Batchelder or Jason King or Michael Leedy. They wouldn't necessarily tie you to a company. I know that we're, faces of Top Income Team and LSN, but besides that, we have other things going on as well. So people know us outside of that world too. So we want to encourage you guys to do the same, and the tools are all there to really, really help you do that. And I want Michael to talk a little bit about that, because he's been downloading all kinds of things and doing all kinds of different stuff with movies, and him and Susan have been working on some projects. So I'm going to hand it over to Michael to kind of go broader, in a sense, on what LSN has and how LSN can help you brand you. So yeah, Michael, if you want to take over, and I'll come in and we'll interject and tell a little bit more about our stories as we go, but that's kind of how I wanted to say how LSN can help you do that, because the bottom line, when you come in this industry, you think that you have to be about the business that you're doing or the MLM that you're doing, but really what you need to do is brand yourself, and you'll learn that as time goes by, but most people don't really know that in the beginning, so we're here to teach you that too.
So, well, it's interesting, Kimmy. Thank you for that. Saying exactly what you're saying about branding yourself, and it's about you being you, and you. Because when it comes down to it, there's the products, and there's the services, and then there's the vision, and the vision is all about you, because everyone's vision is going to be different. And for example, Kimberly was talking about, Susan and I are working on movies that we're creating short commercials for our team because well, it's something that I enjoy doing and she enjoys doing, and then we enjoy creating things for our team to reuse so that they can brand themselves, because the commercials are not focused on specifically the opportunity and naming it and what it is. It focuses on what we have to offer as people, and with a system. So there's that, but then there's the fact that LSN, I consider it the network marketer's best friend, because the way the network marketing works is you build a team, and you build a team by building relationships around a specific product, service, or opportunity. And ours happens to be with lead management system. And if you're online in any sort of way, if you're in network marketing in any sort of way, if you have any sort of business that's small business or large, you need to do certain things. You need to collect people's information so you can communicate with them. Well, guess what? Lead system. Are we speaking of our system today, or are we speaking just more of like the vision? Just before I continue.
Whatever you want, really, I think.
Yeah, you can speak on whatever you want. We talk about the details of the opportunity and the products a lot, so I was kind of hoping to stay on the business mindset and really what it means to be an entrepreneur, but
no, that's fine. I just want to make sure I'm on the same page. Everybody, I was at the beach all day today, and I ended the evening with mussels and ceviche and tartare on a patio with a bottle and a half of wine. So I just wanted to make sure I'm on the same page before I continue. So what it means to be an entrepreneur and what it means to be, with what we're doing. For example, last night, I went out with people who have nothing to do with lead system networks. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We are actually just marketer friends, and we were marketing together. And we cut videos of us being out and the visions that we have. And so we're networking, and we're working as entrepreneurs, as individuals, promoting what we're doing just by enjoying our lives. You see, and that's not something that most people can do. They work their jobs, and they work those jobs, and they go to those jobs, and they go home, and they watch TV, and they go to bed, and they get up, and then they go to those jobs again, and then they live for the weekend, and then the weekend comes and goes, and they go back to doing that. Mm-hmm. We get to live the weekend every day. Now, yes, it's true, we do have to work. Matter of fact, many of us, when we get started, if you're getting started in this industry, you're going to have to work harder than you probably have ever worked in your life, because you want to get something started. But when you build something, it's kind of like when a baby starts walking. It doesn't just start walking. It doesn't pop out and just start walking. It has to first it has to learn how to hold up its head. Then it has to learn how to just stand on its hands and knees, just in a crawl position, not even moving. There might be scooching involved. Then it comes pulling up onto the couch and walking around the couch. There's all these different layers of steps that need to happen for a baby to actually learn how to walk. But they're a baby learning how to walk the whole time, right? So as we're entrepreneurs and we're doing things that are focusing on building our businesses, we're also building other people, and we're showing other people that they can build themselves by being themselves. The question is, what are you aligned with? What are you using as a vehicle to create an income while you do that sort of promoting, if you will? And that's what we're doing here, and that's why I love it. That's why I love working with this team, because we're all working together. Like Kimmy will start a thread and she'll loop us in on it, and then all of a sudden there's like 50 comments on the thread. Susan will do it, or Jason will do it. Like we all do this. We work together to help elevate and edify everybody. We work together as a team. I mean, that's how you do it, and that's what I love about being an entrepreneur, is that yes, it may be challenging at some times. Yes, I may have cried at some times in the past because I was frustrated. Yes, it's tough work when you're just getting started and you don't know. But the nice part, which you have here with us, is that we've been figuring this stuff out for a minute. We've actually gotten rid of some steps for those who are new so they can kind of move forward quicker. So they can start getting leverage and they can start using these just networking and socializing skills and bringing that to the forefront so they can create an income from it. Is this fitting with our conversation? Am I rambling on? I mean, I think I'm on point.
You're very on point. Very much. Yes.
So basically what I'm saying is, what it means to be an entrepreneur is, we can, as a matter of fact, I had a phone call on the way to the beach today with a woman she's very, very into philanthropy, and she's about helping writing grants and building businesses around communities that don't have money by getting money from the government. Now, is she necessarily going to work with us in what we're doing? Perhaps not. But are we going to work together as entrepreneurs? Yes. So what I'm saying here is, when you start working online, your possibilities open up into a new world that you might not have been open to because you were thinking, I'm only supposed to live this way. When you start opening up and you start working with people who are in different worlds that aren't necessarily inside of the box, your whole life will change. And because you can create whatever you want, whatever you want. There are no rules. There are none. Just be good and follow your joy. And if you follow your joy, everything works out. Is it frustrating along the way? Perhaps. But you know what? After that, it all works, and then it's always great, right? It just makes sense. So that's where I'm going to just kind of tap in. I hope I answered the question properly. I kind of would entrepreneur and wrap it all up. But yeah, that's what I have to share.
Thank you, Michael. Actually, you did it just perfectly. You just blended in exactly what I was hoping that we would highlight and bring out tonight. So, and I'll refer to the copy as Kimmy mentioned. The vision of our team is to help people shift from opportunity seeker to entrepreneur and connect with your vision, which you kind of already mentioned. Start from where you are and create, then execute that plan. And then here's where it ties into where you ended. Life truly is a series of moments, and each one of those collecting and creating the textures of your story. So once you get into and embrace this concept of the freedom that we create by creating our business and working business online, it completely ties into life, and it becomes all one smooth rolling feature, and it just all becomes one. You don't have to clock in at 8 o'clock and leave and go someplace else to work, and you can't live your life while you're in your work world, so that everything is kind of chunked out separately. When you choose this lifestyle, it just all blends together, and you're living and working all at the same time. To me, that's freedom. So, and that's where the word spectacular came into the Hangout tonight, because that is spectacular. So thank you, Michael. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Jason, do you have anything to add? Or can you?
He's concentrating on something. You're muted, Jason.
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can.
Okay, yeah. So say that again, Susan.
I don't think I can.
No, not the most part. No,
Basically, Jason, it's your vision. What is the vision that you have for your life as an entrepreneur? Um, just how the industry has changed you and your vision, even.
oh, yeah, yeah. Well, coming from like corporate world, being um, I came from being an engineer with Honeywell, and you know, wanting the time to be with my family and my kids, and being able to spend more time with them, and be able to make all their school functions, has been, pretty much priceless, and but it didn't, come easy, in this industry. And one thing you have to do, you just have to stick through the tough times. And eventually, if you don't give up, it's gonna happen. It's no choice but to happen. It might not happen, the next day or the next month or the next year, but if you stick with it and don't give up, and get with the right team and the right training and the right people, it's gonna happen for you. So, and as far as LSN, I see it as like the perfect opportunity. Like Mike said, we're like the marketer's best friend because we have what they need. We're not really out there competing on products like, my weight loss product is better than yours or whatever. We have tools that all of these different companies need, So, just stick with it. If you're new to this industry and this is your first hangout or whatever, just know it's gonna get tough. But you just gotta stick through the hard times and learn as much as you can. I know when I first started, I didn't want to ask any questions, so I just pretty much learned the hard way of, wasting a lot of money trying things. But I mean, I wouldn't really change anything now because I think it gave me kind of an advantage, just being able to go out there and see what is BS and what is actually true. So, yeah, I love this team, this company, we're the vision of the company, and, um, just give it time, stick with us, and, you know, you can't talk about, you don't want the get rich quick stuff, but then a month later, you want to talk about quitting and stuff like that. You have to stick through the tough times. And that's what I got to say.
Perfect. Awesome. I didn't know that about you, Jason. I didn't know that was your background. I knew that you were in the military, but I did
Yeah,
not
when I
know.
got out of the military, yeah, I was engineer for Honeywell, and I worked on the engine for the M1 tank for the Army. So had to work with the Army and everything to maintain that engine. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's funny because I just had a guy join me actually in LSN, and I was saying the market, it's such a great market to target is the military because they, when they get out, it's kind of like you don't know what you're going to do. I don't know how you felt, Jason, when you did. I mean, some people do get college and skills and things like that while they're in, but some come out and, they're fresh into the world, and it's almost perfect for the entrepreneurial mindset because they haven't lived that 9 to 5 yet, but they still have the structure, so they can push themselves harder. I don't know. They have that drive and that momentum already behind them. So I find that this industry is great for that.
It is.
Someone
It is.
that's
Especially if they've been in the military a while, then they've gotten some rank under them, and then they're when they get out of the military, it's not an easy adjustment to go and work for somebody else and, have some little snobby 20-year-old boss telling you what to do when you've been, around the world fighting, for your country. So the industry is good to, they can be their own boss, um, and they're willing to, a lot of them know what it's like to work hard, the sacrifice that it takes, and, so a lot of them would be more willing to do that, so it is a perfect industry.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to he's new to it, and I said it's perfect. I said because you can talk to all of your military friends and guys that are just getting out of the military and things like that, or that are in and want to learn a skill while they're in the military. Because I said you can shoot videos and from anywhere. I mean, how cool would that be? They're on a mission or whatever, and they're shooting a video talking about their life, and they're still living the entrepreneurial dream and marketing online, living that lifestyle, but still serving their country and doing their duty. It's a job like no other. I mean, nothing else in this world that I know of gives you that type of advantage as network marketing. Nothing that I can think of. There's no cap on your salary. There's really no cap on, what hours you work. If you want to sleep all day, work all night, you can. If you just want to work on the weekends, you can. If you want to, if you just do your thing. So that's what also makes it so spectacular, as Susan was saying tonight too, for that word, is that you can just build it your way. You don't have to build it anyone else's way. You just do it with the tools that you have and your schedule. You're not on anybody else's, really, which is cool. That's what I love about it. I can't ever imagine going back to the corporate world after being in this industry ever. It's just like, no, I can't even relate to it anymore. Like when people talk to me about traffic and, oh, the weekend, thank God it's Friday and everything. It's just like, I don't relate anymore. My son's out of school. I don't even know what day of the week it is. It's like that's the only way that I have to tell the days, really.
What did it for me was when, be able to make the school functions, and my daughter, she'll look out and you see her scanning around looking for her dad, and then she sees me, and then a big old smile on her face. So after that, there's no way going back and being, having to miss that, or ask somebody if I can take sick leave so like this, or go on vacation, or no more of that crap.
No, everyone's why is different. For sure. Yeah. And that's the other spectacular thing that we get to live out is our why, or our what we're doing in the industry, or why we're doing it. And I think that's what drives a lot of us as well.
I think, in fact, I think it's essential to have that figured out, what your why is, so that you have that drive, almost like a fuel to help you through the rough stretches. Because if your why is strong enough, if it is what makes your heart beat faster and gets you excited, then that'll help you through the rough times. That'll be the fuel that keeps you going.
I think one of the challenges that people have, though, just to jump in on that why conversation, is most people have been conditioned to not even realize that they have a why. Mm-hmm. They think they're supposed to follow these steps and go to school for so many years, and then when they get out of high school, they're supposed to go to school for so many years more and go into debt and then get a job, and then they get out of school and they're in debt and they go to get a job, but they can't even get a job doing that, so they end up doing something they hate, or they get a job kind of like what they're doing, kind of, and it pays the bills, so they do it and they just kind of stay with it. Like, their why is to pay the bills. Their why is not to follow their dream.
No.
And what we're doing here is we're saying, hey, wait. You can have your dream. You just have to refocus, and you've got to stop doing the things that you think you're supposed to do because that's what you have to do because that's what you've been conditioned to do, and do the things that you want to do, that you dream of doing. And if you focus on those things, we're saying you can make anything happen. And the challenge of that is people are going, you guys, that's not possible, because that's what they've been conditioned to believe. No, we know different. We know differently. We've been in this community for long enough to we realize we're like, wait a minute, those people are making how much a month? Wait, they make how much? Are you serious? And they all do. How many hours do they work? We know these stories because we've listened to the audios, we've listened to the stories, we've read the books, we've educated ourselves because we know that it exists. But a lot of people don't even know that it exists. They just think, oh, well, those people, they're all con artists, because that's what they've been conditioned to think.
Right.
You know, it's not like, and it's just because there have been many of bad people doing bad things in this industry, right? But those are just bad people. They're just bad people. We're good people, and so we're going to listen. So there's a what do you want to call it? There's a trust and a weary thing in there that kind of gets in the way, but where our videos, because we're all for those of you who are watching, you know, all of us here, you've seen us online, you know that we're all video people. We cut videos because with video, and this is why we like to share videos and like to encourage you to make your videos, is because
Yes.
because in making videos, even if it's a training video and your face isn't on the screen and you're showing people how to do something, or you're walking someone through a comp plan, or you're giving a review, people are listening to you, they're meeting you, they're knowing and liking and trusting you. You know, for example, if we use for the Cosby Show, who here doesn't love the Cosby Show? And who here hasn't felt like they're a part of that family? Right? Because we're all like, or the Jeffersons, or the Brady Bunch. I mean, because we've seen those people week after week after week, we knew, liked, and trusted them. You know, even though we don't really know them, they're characters. But what we're doing here, and we're showing you how to do, is how to use video so you can do that for yourself. Oh, I can ramble. I'm going to stop. I think I'm done with this.
No, it's
That was a
great,
good
Michael.
relation.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Kim.
Go ahead, Michael. I think it's awesome what you're saying, because it's so true.
I mean, because I kind of like lost, and I went on a tangent, and then I moved over here, and so I just kind of lost my train of thought. Long story short of it is, you know, there's a what's the word? Is it a stipulation? There's a feeling that people are weary.
Stigma.
Stigma. Thank you, Kimberly.
I put it on my Facebook wall. I said, how can we help each other remove the stigma from this industry? I did. I posed that question last week, and
You did?
got some great answers. Yeah, I did.
So it's just one of those things. It's like we've got this stigma, and it's just because, you know, it's like one bad apple spoils the bunch. Not really. You can just get rid of the apple, but people like lump people in. You know, like, for example, one of the cats, you know, several months ago did a territory claim on my bed. So no, meaning he peed in my bed. But none of the cats are allowed it's all been replaced. Everything is replaced and new, and I'm back to normal. But none of the cats are allowed in my room anymore, because that one cat made all of them guilty. So people are doing that with us, and we're going, hey, no, we're good people. We want to help you. And so then, you know, we're just inviting you to put yourself out there and be willing to learn new things. It's all about education. You just want to educate yourself, and you want to educate other people, and then live it. You know, we love what we're doing because it's the network. It's the perfect network marketing tool, because we get to work with everybody, because they all need it. And as you're in there, you can make new friends. And let's say, you know, the four of us are at $20,000 a month in a few months. And so we're there, and we're like, you know, I want to go on vacation. Let me find a travel MLM. Oh, conveniently, I'm working with someone in one. And you just go over and you move over, and you go, hey guys, I'm going to do this travel thing too, because because it makes sense and I want to travel and it fits with what I'm doing. And I am only LSN, but I can do this travel thing and get travel discounts, and I'm helping them. And then if people want to do that, fine. It's like it's the network marketer's best friend. What we work with, it's just genius. I'm so excited to be a part of this community and this team. Oh my goodness, this team is amazing. I love you guys.
That's awesome. And Michael, what you were saying before about relating to the people in the shows that are there every week, that's essentially what we're doing as a team. We come out with regular hangouts like this that we're just kind of discussing concepts or thoughts, and then we have our training hangouts, and we're out there. So our audience is getting to know us and who we are and how we work, and then the stuff that makes us laugh and our silly side, and it's the same idea. And that's the cool thing about this industry is we have platforms like this that we can come and chat and have these completely engaging videos.
Exactly.
And I think what we do is we educate. We are educating people about what the industry really is, so that they can get a different perspective of what it is. Not, it's not old school. It can be new school, or if you want to still do the offline marketing way, you can. You can do it whatever way you want to. But what we're here to do every week is to educate you so that we remove that stigma from the industry and make it a fun thing.
New member on the channel here?
We do. We have Cade. That's what I was talking about. That's in the military. So I was saying
actually, Cade and I have chatted quite a bit. So, Cade, it's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, too.
Would you like to... Actually, we haven't even told our story yet this evening. So how about we start with you? Just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to us, to our team.
All right. Well, to start off, I graduated high school last year. Then I decided that I kind of wanted to go to college. So what I did is I joined the military because I saw it as an easy way to join. I saw it as free college and a free future for me, and trying to do what I wanted to do. But while I've been in, I've come across marketing companies, and I found it as a good way to pay back my family, help make extra money on the side, and kind of go out on the weekends and enjoy myself, because we don't get paid a lot in the military. And basically, my why for joining LSN would have to be me wanting to give back to all those that have given to me over the past 19 years. I've always wanted to be helpful and donate towards charity and everything like that. So I just saw it as an easy way to do that.
That's awesome. That's the very first thing that impressed me, Kate, is to have such a powerful why right from the beginning and at your age. That's impressive. So you will do great things.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. One of the questions that I asked him at first was, do you like what you do? Do you enjoy it? And, it's probably, he said it's an escape for him. It's a way to leave a legacy in the world. So I was really impressed with that with Cade. And I said, you know what, just keep plugged in. And he has been. He's like steady, moving forward. And you can see that when people start, if they have that drive and determination and they really want something badly enough. And like Susan just said, his why is very strong. So I commend you for that, Cade. Absolutely.
Well, about y'all.
That is one of the things that keep people. The quitters are often the ones that don't have a solid why or a solid vision of what they want to accomplish. and they're usually the ones that stay a little bit lost and frustrated for longer. And once they find that, then that's when they dig their heels in and just really get things done. So that's pretty cool.
I've been familiar with marketing companies for a while. Right after boot camp, when I went on boot leave, I got into this some company called World Ventures. I got into them, and then I saw it as a scam about a week later. So I was like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. So I got out of it. And then when I got here into the fleet in California, I joined VEMA, and I wasn't really making a lot of money because the prices are so high. It's just kind of hard to get people to join that, because I mean, not everybody in the world has money to just, oh, here's money, you can join. But then with LSN, I mean, $30 plus reseller fee, 50. Man, a lot of people have that kind of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then even if you have something like LSN that appeals to everybody, like we've mentioned a few times, it's the marketer's best friend.
Right.
Then the people that you are still in your target audience, that you're connected with, that can't afford, or VEMA isn't their interest, LSN will always be. So even
Right.
if you decide to stay with both, not stop one, it's completely feasible to do both.
Well, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is be in LSN and have LSN as my target focus. And then whenever I have people in my downline that are well off, I'll mention VEMA to them as like another opportunity.
Awesome.
Good plan.
Well, it can work with everything. LSN works with everything. That's why I love it. It's like we don't have to, and this is what really attracted me to it, is that when we meet someone who's with something else, we can go, oh, you're with that? Oh, great. This is how you can use LSN to work with that. Oh, you're with those? Okay, sure. Oh, this is how you use LSN to work with those. Oh, you're with this? Oh, this? Oh, this is how you work with this. I mean, it works with everything because all the tools that we have are what everybody needs, but they pay for everything a la carte. And we have it in one. And if they're brand new to online and they're with one of those things, they need them anyway. And if they're burnt out, they can start with this, and so they can get some traction going because they can network with everybody, and they probably have friends in everything. They can use this to then connect with those people, and as they get traction and as they're moving forward and they get to 10, like I said earlier, 10, 20,000 a month, and it's like, you know what? I've built a six-figure income here. I want to go on vacations. Let me align with something that saves me money over there. And then they can align with that. And they can but stay focused. It's the perfect marketing solution for everybody. And the fact that you're using it for both, Kate, is genius. And you're doing the same thing. And if you train your team on it, even if you train someone to come into VEMA is what you said.
Yes.
So you train someone to come into VEMA, right? And then you're like, oh, well, to do this, you're going to need lead capture pages and autoresponders. So here, use this. This is LSN. So then they use LSN. Now, if they lost the vision for VEMA and they move on to Wake Up Now, and guess what they're going to keep? LSN. And if they lose the vision for Wake Up Now and they move on to Skinny Fiber, guess what they're keeping? They're keeping LSN. It's the one piece that everybody needs all the time, which is why I keep going back to the network marketer's best friend. So I don't know. It's just I don't know. I'm so excited.
Yes, it'll be something. I know for me that I won't need to ever buy anything else. And what's coming down, the line from what we hear on the inside, it's just the tip of the iceberg, pretty much, of what we've seen. And we talk to Ashley and Clinton and Ken regularly, and Antonio, and like they said, for the founders, for us trailblazers, the ones that are in there sticking it out, going through beta phase and sure, there's going to be hiccups. And guys, thank you for hanging in there with us, the ones that have. And the ones that maybe haven't, and you're still on, and you're still, just kind of trying to figure out, should I stay with it? Should I not? Should I come back? It's going to be amazing. We haven't seen anything yet. It's going, our service to them and sticking it out with them and getting the word out and the education, we will be highly rewarded for that as being founders. And a lot of people will be saying, oh gosh, I wish, that I could have been a founder in that company when it first started. Just like we all do when we hear of Apple or Google, like, oh man, I wish, I had stock in that company when it first came out. But when they first started, people weren't excited to jump on it right out of the gate. It takes people like us and you that are watching that have a vision to go and share that with everybody else. And that's where the education and, like Susan always says, the vision comes in. And LSN has that vision as well, because they say it's not a product that sits on the shelf. It's a product that will move. It will sell itself. You don't need to. It won't have a shelf life. Like, it won't be dated. It'll be constantly changing with the times. And that's what's cool about our industry as well. We're always learning something new. Like, there's Instagram, there's Twitter, there's Pinterest, there's, so many cool new things. Even YouTube, it's changing constantly. New video products, new everything. I mean, there's something every day. And you can do that as well. You can use LSN to just sell affiliate products if you want to. You can do CPA. You can do whatever you want with it. If you have a brick and mortar business, you can sell that. I mean, that's the really great thing about it. It's like Michael said, it's a marketer's dream. It's an entrepreneur's dream come true. It's their best friend. It really is. LSN is an entrepreneur's best friend.
And what steps it up to take it up to the next level is the fact that all of us, even just on this panel here, we all focus on different things. So for those of you who are watching, who are considering joining and coming in, think of it this way. Kimberly's always creating new reviews and new ways to syndicate on Google Plus and Facebook. And she's doing always different techniques. Jason is very technical, and he's got a lot of that kind of layering coming in. Kate, I don't really know you, so it's hard for me to tell, but Susan's she's always doing trainings. I'm always doing trainings. And what Susan and I do trainings on, and what Jason and Kimberly do trainings on, we all train on different topics. And once we create these trainings, guess who gets first access to these trainings? Our team. And what's the nice part about being part of a team is that when you bring new people in, you don't need to reinvent the wheel and redo our training. You're welcome to. But you can just hand your new team member to the trainings that we've already cut for you so that they can get started without you having to spend any more time on what you are normally doing. You just plug them in and direct them. You guide them according to the questions you ask them and what their vision is, what they're looking to accomplish. You guide them through the trainings that we have to offer and how to use our system. So it's genius. It's just genius.
It is. And I mean, I love the fact that we have the groups. I mean, doesn't it free up so much more of your time to do what we need to do? It's like the 80-20 rule. You want to spend 80% of your time, sharing the vision, educating, talking about it, recruiting, and then 20% of it just guiding people through it. So that if you can just plug them into the group, into the community, we're there to guide them with you. So, like Michael was saying, there's so many different strategies. So if you pick paid traffic, Susan's got that down for you. I mean, you just go in the file section and you pick out a solo vendor and boom, way to go. I mean, we've had people that were brand new, right, Susan, that just went and created lead capture pages and went and got a solo ed vendor and got some, never had done anything online before. But that's what having a group and a team like this does for you. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to sit back and teach them everything. We have already put it in place for you. So that's a really cool thing. It's almost like we have a system within a system for you. And
Yeah.
I think that's phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly. And
or spectacular. Sorry, I should be using the word spectacular tonight.
That's okay. I was just going to add, and we wouldn't have had to do that really because LSN is a product that sells itself.
It
But
does.
we chose to do that because of where we want to take it. So.
Right. But everything on purpose, like Susan always says. Everything on purpose. And I think for us, our vision was to help a lot of people. And if you can't help yourself, you can't really have the time to go out and help others. So that's what the group does for you. And that's why I love it. I mean, I plug people into it, and I don't know about the comp plan, but Jason sure does. So I just say, go and look at the comp plan video. There it is. It's right here. I made a joke with Kate because I said, oh, well, we have a boot camp, so you'll be familiar with that. I know, fun, but whatever, right? I said, you can get all your guys in and just tell them, get in the boot camp. So they got to go pro, so you can put them in a boot camp. And, it's fun. And it doesn't have to be serious. You can enjoy your life. You can enjoy being an entrepreneur. And yeah, like Jason said, you're going to have to stick it out. And, there's some nights that, hey, we've put in many nights, hey, Susan, where we're grinding it out. We're signing people up, there's issues, or we're trying to figure something out and you can't quite get it. But we do it because we love it. And I know Susan is like Miss Technical, so she loves digging into that stuff. For me, forget it. I don't want to do it. I'd rather be on a Google Hangout for 10 hours than do the technical stuff. But that's what makes it so cool, being a part of this team, is that we're all different. You may relate to, somebody differently. And I think we have someone that's really tenacious and spectacular that finally got on, Mr. Jay Precious.
Welcome, Jay.
Thank you. I finally got on.
You did, after like 50 attempts the last time. I'm like,
Yeah, well,
oh man,
I
this
fixed my
guy,
camera
yeah.
from last time. My camera wasn't working last time. My camera kept kicking me off, but I got that taken care of now.
Awesome. Well, it's good to see you. Can you please start out by just telling us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm from Texas, and my name is Jay Precious, and I came to this group via Michael Eady. And it's been a long journey for me to get here, not just to this hangout, but to where I am in myself and the industry. I've been working in and out of different businesses for quite some time now. And I think I finally, well, I don't think, I know I finally found what I was looking for, and that's here with this group. Of course, all of us here are joined together because of the one business that we are all connected together with is LSN, but the team that we have here is, I think, far beyond what LSN or any company that I've been involved with can offer. I've been in several different companies and been part of this team and that team within those companies, but I've never gotten from any of those teams what I've gotten here so quickly. And so I think that is what is key here is you guys, because in such a short amount of time, I think I have learned and felt so much more than all of the other things that I've done, to where I think it's even changed my why, because my why was very materialistic. Um, I wanted all the things that I want. But now, just with the short amount of time that I've been with this team, my why has changed to I want to do what you guys are doing, and that's helping. Um, because uh, it it looks like fun. You guys are having a fun time helping, and I think you've made me see or realize that in helping other people, you're gonna the whys that I was wanting before are going to be just the payoff for it. And so that's what my focus is in now. And yes, LSN is going to help me along the way to help other people. But being part of this team, I think, is what's helping me the most because it is making me feel that I want to help. I see how much you guys are helping, and I want to help you guys help so that I feel just as good as you guys look like you feel.
That's
Well,
awesome. And how does it make you feel about bringing new people in, Jay? Like to plug them into the group? Does it make you feel a lot more confident that you don't have to spend all that time?
Yes, it does. Because I guess naturally, I've always felt like I have to. I guess it happens like way back when I was a kid, and my dad would give me gifts, and it'd be like really cool opening Christmas gifts or birthday gifts or whatever, and then immediately my dad would like pull out the instructions, and I had to read instructions. I had to read the instructions and the directions before I could actually play with whatever it is I was getting or put it together or whatever. And so basically, because my dad was an engineer, he thought that I had to know everything, how it worked, and what happened before I actually got the chance to use it. And it's been actually a really downfall all my life because I feel like I've lost out on a lot of things because I didn't do them because I didn't know the whole thing. I didn't know, the whole recipe or how to do it, and so I just didn't participate. And with this group here, it I don't have to know it all because if I don't know something, I could always say, well, let me call somebody that I know that does know how to do that, and that would be Michael or Susan or Kim, any of us. And so because each of us are good at separate things, it makes us a stronger force unified. And so I don't have to know everything. I just have to know where I got to go to find the answer for that. And that's what we have here.
that's cool.
That's spectacular. That's awesome.
Exactly.
I love hearing stories like that because, but you know what, Jay, it did get you to where you are right now.
Yeah.
So I know you may look back at your life that way and you may think that you missed out on things, but think of it, if those things didn't happen and your dad didn't make you do all that, you wouldn't be right here right now.
Yeah. Sure.
So, you kind of got to look at it that way. So we're happy that you're here with us now and that
Me too.
your why has changed and that feels so good knowing that you can, you're in the group and you see what we're doing and your why has changed to
Hmm.
wanting to help because you see the joy and the passion that it
Right.
gives us. And that's why we all come together. That's why we've all come together in this team with LSN and in this team is because our vision is so similar. That's what I love about it. We're all on different levels or, we do different things, but it's so cool that, it's similar.
Hmm.
I
I think
want
so. I
to
want Susan to interject too.
I want to go back to your story a little bit, Jay. Just because, well, first of all, I absolutely loved the way you shared it and everything. You answered or you touched on exactly what part of my why is, and that's exactly your response. So I found that very, very touching, that it kind of altered your why and changed your focus. But I just want to let everybody know that this is not like as if this is your first rodeo. Like you have had success. It's not like you're just coming into marketing or sales and you've never made a dollar before. Like you've had huge success. So for you to find that within our team, that's pretty powerful.
Yes. Well, my previous successes have always been monetary and materialistic. So that's why when I came to marketing online and MLM and all this home-based business type of industry, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for the monetary satisfaction, for the materialistic things that I always gained before in my previous experiences, because that was my success. When I was driving my Mercedes, when my wife had a Lexus, when we had the house in the country club, when we were living on the beach in Cabo, all these things, that was my success. I got those things because I worked hard and I made the money to do those things. Uh, but here, I was doing this because I wanted to stay home with my family and not have to go out and work. And I was looking for that dollar amount. I was looking for what was going to give me those monetary and uh, materialistic things. And so I I know everything happens for a reason. I feel like I almost just wasted like 3, 4, 5 years, trying to look for that, when in reality I needed to. It's different. It's when I was working in my other jobs, it was just me working for my paycheck. And here, instead of working for the paycheck, if I work to help other people see what it is that they need, then my paycheck comes from doing that, not just from what work I put into my computer or making videos or writing copy or whatever. I was doing all that and learning as much of it as I could, um, thinking that was going to give me my paycheck, and that wasn't. That isn't. My paycheck in this business is going to come from helping other people, which is, I mean, when I was in Cabo, working at, a resort in Cabo, my goal was to be better than everybody else that I worked with, because that would mean that I was making the most money, because I didn't make any money from the other people selling or anything like that. So I never focused on, helping the guy that was sitting next to me or working with me, help him with, his closing skills, helping him with his techniques. Helping him with his techniques wasn't going to help me any, so I wasn't bothering helping him. Where here, if I help people with the techniques and I help people with what they're doing, uh, that's how I'm going to win here. Did I answer that question?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Very well. People helping people and the collaboration of a group is really powerful.
It is. And their success is your success. So by you helping them succeed, you become more successful.
Mm-hmm.
And two, he could be helping them. They may be they may be just using LSN as a tool, and he may be helping them to use it for their system. Like, they might not even be an affiliate with us as our team, but what we have the ability to do here is help people use what we do anyway for them to create success for them in what their vision is in, which makes what we're doing even bigger. So it's not just about building a team, it's about helping others to simplify their lives, to make the steps easier that they need to do to get success in what they're focusing on and what their vision is. It's perfect. It really is, because we're helping everybody. It's genius.
Exactly. And it's not a new concept. Like this, I think it's been lost for the last, I don't know, like many, many years. That the working together and collaboration, it just kept on getting by the wayside, and each person had to become for themselves, just the way society was becoming in a lot of areas. But if you look back to the ancient times, they're still completely baffled to how they built the pyramids. And why? Because they worked together. That's how it was possible. There was no cranes or machinery to help them lift the heavy rocks or anything. They did it together. It's called teamwork, united. They would have had discussions, mastermind, some ideas, leverage, and collaboration. So it's just
Same concept.
choose to engage in.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because ever since the Marine Corps was made, that's what we've done from day one. That's what it's been associated on as teamwork. Now, if there's no teamwork, then we might not get what we need done. But when there's teamwork involved, we always get it done.
Exactly. And at some point, a life may depend on it, right?
Indeed, that's why we have squads and everything, like fire squads, team squads.
Yeah. That's how, in my nursing career, that's how we worked in healthcare as well. We had different teams, everybody had their specialties, and it took the whole team to save a life. So it's really all I know. So sometimes people get sick of hearing it, but it's all I know. It's
No, it isn't.
the only way to go, right?
We have new people. There's new people watching all the time. All the time. We're not just talking to the same people. And we're out there in internet land and YouTube. We're all over the place. And there's new people that are searching every day to, you know, like Jason said, his wife was to stay at home with his kids. So he wanted to find a way to be able to do that. That's the same with me. I was not going back to work. I was not going to let my son be raised by somebody else. I didn't care what I had to do, but that's what my why came down to. It's like, I'm going to make it happen. I will make it work. And, you know, sometimes when you have a safety net in a job, you don't push as hard. But I know some people in our group that have done videos where they have said they've quit their jobs and their focus now is completely in this industry because of what the group has taught them. And I mean, when Donna did that video, I was in tears because to know that you have such an influence in somebody else's life, or that you can just one person. Like when I do a video, I'm talking to that one person that I can help. Just one. Not hundreds or thousands, just one. And that makes it all worthwhile. Like to see her do that video, oh my gosh. I was like pumped for like 2 days. I was like on cloud 9 because it's so spectacular to see that we have such power, really. We all have so much power within us. We don't even realize it. And, you know, we're learning it daily. And Susan likes to talk about mastery. And I've been really focusing on that as well because you want to share it with people. You want to change lives. You want to leave a legacy. And what better legacy to leave than, you know, changing others' lives and helping other people. Then you could still make money doing it. You know, it's not like you're doing it for free. You're doing it and you're still living the lifestyle of your dreams as well. So nothing is compromised. So it's win-win.
Exactly.
I'd quit my job if I could, but unfortunately, I couldn't.
You can do both.
Yeah, sure. Both. I'm doing both to help me. You know, still have a while.
By the time your contract's up, though, you'll be set so you won't have to get a regular job.
That's
Exactly.
right.
That's what I'm looking forward to. You know, after this contract's up, I want to marry my girlfriend. I'm thinking about marrying my girlfriend and you know, having a family. I want to be a stay-at-home dad, be able to raise my children, you know, without having to leave it all up to my wife.
Mhm. That's awesome. What a great industry we're in. Like, wow. Oh, I'm so proud, like, to be a part of it. I am, because there's nothing else like it out there that gives it, that, we have the freedom to do whatever we want.
And what we're doing too is we are helping change the stigma. In what we're doing and the team that we're building and the people that we work with and the friends that we're making, even our friends who are working in different systems and different companies, like us working together and being the good people that we are, being genuinely concerned and interested in helping others to move from point A to point B in the quickest amount of time fashionable. The fact that we're doing this is we are changing that stigma. Like the baby didn't learn how to walk overnight, the stigma didn't get changed overnight.
No.
But the baby learned how to walk. As a matter of fact, now they can hop on one leg, jump rope, and they can jog, run, jump, like do whatever.
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics. I mean, well, I'm not married to a
Everything.
man. I don't know about you.
But it's true. It is true. I mean, we are changing the stigma, and I know a lot of big, leaders in the corporate world. I know Donald Trump has said, if he could come back and do anything, he would come back and be a network marketer. He would. That's what he would do, because it's such a shift. I know in Canada alone, there's the numbers are outstanding of how many people have that are choosing to work from home now, as opposed to going to work to get a job, because you don't know if that job is going to be there next month or next year, or if you're going to have a pension or retirement or a medical plan or a dental plan or anything else. You don't know that. So you're putting your life in a company's hands. Your life is not within your control. It's within the company's control. So that really puts you in a box as well. So not only are you time constricted, you're constricted financially, and it's always on your mind. I know so many people that are so worried all the time. Like, oh, is this going to happen? And the auto industry shut down. Like, I know in Ontario, we do, it's a lot of industry for vehicles. It's huge, auto industry. And some towns have become, desolate. They have nothing, because that's all they had in that town was the auto industry. And I know in the U.S. it's the same thing. Like, if one company shuts down, then the whole town is done. And being from Newfoundland and growing up with the fishery, when the fishing industry shut down, everybody left. So when I go home now, nobody that I grew up with lives there anymore, because everybody had to leave. So this industry, you can do and be and go wherever you want, as long as you have internet, and you can do it from a phone, you can do it from a tablet, you can do it from your computer. It doesn't matter. So that's what I love, is not having that worry always in the back of your mind, like, oh, is my job going to be there next week or next month or next year? So I love that freedom as well.
Touche.
Yeah. Your life is in your hands. You can do whatever you want with it, right?
Right. Well, basically anywhere in the world you can do that now.
Mm-hmm.
Technology is just advancing so fast. It's advanced, tremendously in the past 30 years.
Well, they're teaching it in my son's school now. They're teaching them how to blog. They're teaching them how to do video. They have a worldwide classroom. They actually have smart boards now. It's like a big iPad on the wall. Instead of a chalkboard, it's a smart board. And they can tap into classrooms through Skype anywhere in the world and learn. And what they do is problem solve. So it's amazing what the internet is doing for the generations to come. So it's changing, definitely.
They put smart boards in every classroom in my school back in Texas. So
Oh, did they?
it's just advancing everywhere. You know, they put it, and if they're putting it in Texas, they're putting it everywhere else.
It will eventually. Yes. Yeah,
I
it'll
mean,
it'll
even
be
for
everywhere. So my son is seeing what I do, and then he goes to school, and then he's telling all the kids, "Oh, my mom already does that. She vlogs, she does videos, and he knows how to do it, and he does reviews on video games and different things like that." So, I mean, kids can be entrepreneurs now, like when they're 14, 15 years old. I know kids that their parents have them doing eBay and Amazon and different things like that. It's so amazing because he can figure out my phone much faster than I can, and the iPad much faster than I can. It's almost like it's second nature to them. So it's pretty interesting. I think it's awesome that we're able to teach our children and the future generations to come.
teach them, and they're starting to teach themselves.
Hmm. The world is their oyster. Really. I mean, when I tell people that I can travel anywhere in the world, like I don't have to be here. I really don't. If I want to pick up and go and just live somewhere else or just keep traveling. What is that name of that family that I keep seeing? And they just travel and that's what they do. They're online marketers. They've been at a couple of events that I know. Oh, I can't remember. I'm terrible with names.
The
I'm friends with
Swan,
them on Facebook. Pardon?
the Swans, Rhonda and Brian,
Yeah. What are they called?
the Unstoppable Family.
The Unstoppable Family.
I
So
love
they have
them.
exactly. They're traveling the world, and they have a daughter.
Yeah, and it's funny. I was talking to Rhonda as I was in an event in Miami, and I was talking to Rhonda about that because her daughter, I think their daughter is like 6. Maybe she's, but they consider their family. They have 3 legs to that family, and they all work together to make decisions on what's right for the family. Like even the daughter, who's a child, has pull in what they're doing. Because I said to Rhonda, I was like, it's like, so are you going to homeschool? And she's like, no, she doesn't want to homeschool. She wants to go to a real school. So we're going to do that. So it's just interesting, you know, the life they've set up for themselves. I think after Miami, after that event that I was with them, they were headed to what was it, Colombia for the winter. Like they just went there, and they were just like, it was amazing. I love them, and they're such good people, and they're doing the same thing we are. They're providing value.
Yeah.
They're showing people that they can use their skills. They're showing people how to use online. Like they're doing exactly what we're doing. It's like we all do, and that's why I love this community, is because we can be friends with everybody to help everybody grow their selves. This is a people business about growing people. It's not just about making money. And in fact, making money is a nice bonus package to this because it's a prescription subscription based type business when you get recurring income or passive income. But the fact that you can help grow people into themselves, it makes me feel good because I came from the music industry where my job was to fix problems for pop stars. That was my job, and if I didn't do it, it was my fault, even though it had nothing to do with me. But it was my problem to fix, and if I didn't fix it, it was my fault, even though they caused it. So it just got old, and I thought, why am I helping these people? And then you'd go to get a ticket for their show, and they'd be like, oh no, you can buy a ticket. I'm like, I got your album released on time. I worked this many hours, and you can't even really. So it's like, what am I doing? So that's why I came over here, because I was like, I want to really help real people change their lives.
And that, like you said, Michael, I'm sure, like when you were a teenager, like that was a dream for you. But like you said, it burnt you out, broke you down, And what do you do then? Where do you go? And it's the same thing for me. I had a car accident. I was in a position that, what do I do now? How can I stay at home and still live? I'm a single mom. What can I do? And this is the perfect answer. Like, you can do it from anywhere. Like at night, if I'm, feeling sore, I can just relax back in the lazy boy and send out email broadcasts or do a video. It takes me a few, minutes to shoot a video. Or even if you're out driving and, something comes to your mind, you can shoot a video. And I know you're really good friends with Sean DeCapo. And what Sean used to do, she would be on her way to her job every morning. She lived in New York. I call her New York. And on her way to her job every morning, she would shoot a video and provide value that way to say, look, this is what I'm doing to change my life. I'm on my way to my job, but I'm shooting this video to tell you that this is my vision. And
I was with her last night synchronistically.
I know.
And that's exactly, we were sitting outside. It was me and another friend of ours who works with another different company, and we were making videos, passing the computer back and forth, making videos about what we're doing in the mindset and how we work with each other. Even though we don't really work with each other, we still work with each other because it's the same thing. We're empowering people to be themselves and make money doing it. Exactly. So it's like exactly what you're talking about. And she's not working her job anymore. Now she's doing this, and she's doing some freelance stuff on the side. I mean, she's doing great for herself, and she's so happy. So it's just like...
I remember when she first started in the industry, I'm like, Missy, you need to do video. And she wasn't doing video, and that's what she started to do. And now to see the growth. And, I saw you guys on Facebook and your videos, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to be in New York in August, so we're meeting up for a happy hour. So we can all shoot some videos together. Like, it's so much fun, and there's so many other people that we know everywhere. And that's the cool thing. Like, you can network anywhere. You can go to Vegas, people in Vegas. You can all get together and do videos or, whatever. But video is so powerful. And I said that to Kate. I said, I want you to do video. Like, I think you should do video. I mean, of course, I'm biased because that's what I do. But I think there's a lot of power in video. And I said with our group and having Susan's product in the master distributor group, it's a no-brainer. Really, an absolute no-brainer. I love it.
Make sure you let me know. I can drive there for a weekend. So
yeah,
shoot a video or something.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Like, we all get together, and at first it was nerve-wracking, but that's why we used to go to events. So you go to events so you can see how other people do things. And I encourage that as well, because I know networkers that have been in the industry and they're the greatest friends. They're multi-millionaires. They all work different businesses, but yet they all come together when there's an event. And they speak, and there's different things, and they're giving value, but they're all in different businesses. So you don't necessarily have to be in the same deal to be, an asset to somebody else or to somebody else's business.
Ultimately, we're all selling the same thing. Sorry, Kate.
That's all right. It's all right. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, ultimately, we're all selling the same thing.
Right.
It's freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kate.
I was just going to say, with Ellison, you can do everything. Like Michael said, you could do Ellison with this, you do Ellison with that, you do Ellison with everything.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a great way to bring offline the brick and mortar style business onto the online industry, or just simply to use it for advertising, because people are searching for the resources and for access to the brick and mortar businesses. They're searching for it online. So if you combine video, as Kimberly was saying, and the tools of LSN, then that takes all of the brick and mortar businesses to a new level. I was working directly with a fellow with his video marketing to help him get his video marketing going, and he has his own painting business. And he is busier than he's ever been, and he's had his painting business for many years. And now his contracts are booked all the way through till the end of September, and this is the first time ever. So that's the power of using tools like this and video marketing together.
And with this, I was also thinking about, doing savings, and by the time I get out, have enough money to put down enough money to make my own business if I wanted to. Then get that out there too, via marketing.
Yep.
Videos, shoot videos, casting, all that stuff.
Exactly. That's what my son is doing. He's 17, and he's very passionate about anything with motors. He loves cars and building motors from scratch and tuning them up and turbo boosting and all sorts of things. So that's his passion. And then tied into that passion is drifting with those fast cars. So that's what he's doing. He's recording videos and putting his whole vision together. And so he's not even going to start with a job. He's starting off as an entrepreneur.
He may have competition with me then, because that's what I was thinking about doing. I love cars.
Oh, well, then that's not competition. There again, you just unite and make something greater together.
Or unite, I was going to say that. Or unite.
Oh, maybe I'll have to connect you too, because he's reaching out. He's got some people that he's connected with throughout Canada. He's mostly going towards the west coast with his connections, because about 16-hour drive from here in Penticton, BC, is where they have a new track. And
so lots of people there.
Mm-hmm. So he's connecting people out there, and then he's got a few connections in the States, and he wants to branch off into the import business, because of course they import a lot of their stuff from Japan. So if he can be a facilitator in that there's a huge business in that. So.
Oh, Nissan GTO.
See how cool? How cool?
Yeah.
It's just it's just so cool.
Yeah, lots to do.
It's so spectacular.
It is.
It is.
Because he spread that interest out, they've actually connected, and there's a rally next Sunday, and I think they have 498 people collected to do this drive, and they're doing a whole day drive in memory of, now I lost his name. His name should be right there, but the fella from the Fast and Furious that died. I can't think of his name. Anyway.
I don't know his name, but I know who you mean.
Yeah, in memory of him. So they're all doing this drive, and that's how they connected, was through video online and their passion. Yeah.
That's so awesome. And I know your son's very passionate about that, and that's what you're homeschooling your son. Yes. And he's learning more probably about being an entrepreneur. And seeing you work and how hard you work, so he's learning that ethic as well, But I don't know, kids just have a way of making it so much faster. I know my son can do things so much faster. The learning curve is way faster, because I didn't grow up with computers. They grow up. He's been, they're on iPads or iPods or whatever, Nintendo DS's and all kinds of things, and it's just second nature. So I'm excited to see what's to come in the future.
For sure. Xbox One, so. And
for video, I read a statistic that 86% of all web-based traffic in 2014 will be video. That's huge.
Yep.
That is humongous, 86% of all web-based traffic. And like Michael was saying before, the know, like, trust. People get to know, like, and trust you so much faster through video, because it's like you can reach out and almost touch them, and I learned that through doing videos and then going to events, because people already knew you. They were coming up and saying, oh, how's your son? Or, how is this or that? It's so crazy, because you don't realize the impact that video really has. And it's been my bread and butter, that's for sure. I wouldn't be able to make it. I wouldn't have made it in the industry if I didn't go towards video marketing.
I'm gonna have to get off of here. My phone's actually about to die. And my charger's not doing a lick of positiveness for this phone.
We're losing you?
What's that?
Can you hear Kate, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think his phone's about to die, so he's gonna head off. I think that's what I just picked up.
Okay.
We have a bit of a delay. Well, it's awesome that you could make it, and we'll definitely extend the invite again, Kate. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I appreciate the invite.
I'm so happy you jumped on. Congrats. That's the first step. You know, you really, wow, it's a big step to come on to a Hangout and just, yeah. So awesome. Congratulations for doing that.
Nice meeting y'all. I hope to talk to y'all again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Having you, bro.
Ciao.
Yeah.
What was that? Jason?
Jason
Oh,
said, nice having you, bro.
oh, okay. Here. All right. And
Yeah, nice to meet you, man. Yeah, it seemed like tonight was Army night. I don't know what made me the first time somebody gave me this shirt, and the first time I wore it. So I guess everything is for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, but yeah, man. Thanks for your service, man. Thanks for your service. You make me feel old as shit. I joined the Army back in 1990. You just graduated last year.
just recently joined us.
Yeah, but that's a good move, man. Just stick with it, stick with us, and sky's the limit, man.
Yeah, I told them all about you, Jason. I said, oh, we've got, Jason, and he was in the, yeah. I was just like, oh, you're going to love it. You're going to fit right in. Get into the boot camp.
Yeah. You won't get yelled at in this boot camp.
No, I said I broke out the whip a couple of days ago, I was joking around with Susan. That's about it. Just, some online stuff. But we're pretty fair in the group. And we want to see you guys grow. That's all we want, really.
I'm going to grow. Watch. Go and grow, Allison.
Go and grow. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. It was nice talking to you.
Okay, ciao. Well, that's cool. See? I'm glad I got him on, Jason.
That's super cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. Hopefully he can. I know there's more guys that he works with that, probably had the same mindset as him, and he'll seek them out and they'll seek each other out, because that's how I kind of was and how I got kind of brought into this industry way back in, where was it, 93, 94, when some guy in the military invited me to a Amway meeting. When that was back when they didn't tell you what the meeting was about. They just kind of told you come to this meeting and show up, and you find they wait till the very end to tell you, guess what? This is Amway, But I mean, it was cool though. That put the bug in me, and it's still there. So once it's in you, it's kind of hard to get rid of. So
That's funny that you mentioned the timeline, because I had a fella come in 1992 to my home, and he was in Amway, and I didn't know what he was presenting, and he presented this long presentation at my kitchen table, and it was Amway.
Oh,
yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, 1990.
Wow. Yeah, it was cool. I went to one of their big conventions,
Wow.
And, I mean, it was crazy. So many people. I remember the big thing on the screen was a guy, I forget his name now, but he had a a Mercedes, and they'll show the Mercedes, opening and closing. And way back then, that was like big technology and everybody's ooh and ah and all that stuff, you know. So it was cool though. It was some good memories. So that was awesome.
I only ever bought the toothpaste.
It seems like a lot of people bought the
Listen.
toothpaste and still do.
That toothpaste is awesome. It's the best
Yeah.
ever. I asked
I
David. I was
know.
trying to get David Wood to send me some toothpaste, and he somebody get me some toothpaste, please.
Yeah, I know. Because Dave talks about, I mean, I know so many people that they may not be a part of it, but they still use the product. So that's cool. It's just like LSN, you know? They may just use the product. Like Michael says, they may move on to a different business or they may already have something, but they will keep the tools. They will keep LSN.
Oh yeah.
It's a keeper.
Yep. And that's the cool thing. We're founders, so
I know.
that's pretty exciting.
We don't even know yet what that means.
No.
We have no, you know.
I don't know what you're getting into, but we're here.
Yeah. But, you know, they say just wait it out. Like, guys, stick it out because as founders, yeah.
Well, we have an interesting opportunity right now as well because it is in beta, and beta, you know, beta is just getting it launched, beta is getting it online, beta is getting it up and running, and we have an interesting opportunity right now because we can use the tools before everyone else. So I mean, anyone can come in, but really as founders, we're in here and we're learning how to be, you know, master distributors of this so that we can show everyone how they can use it for themselves. So, you know, once we go, you know, normal, I don't even know what's after beta. I have no clue.
Launch.
Launch.
When they launch, official launch, I guess.
It relaunches as itself. We'll already know what we're doing. We're going to already have the education that we need. We'll already have been using it to build, you know, this business as well as those separate affiliate products, or maybe someone is selling different. So like everybody's going to have the knowledge and the education. They'll have been using it, and then when it launches as an official, no longer beta, we're all ahead of the game. This is why you know, sticking it out through the beta, and if there are bumps and whatnot. I mean, I like to use this example to put it in the reality of normal people who have known nothing about this. But like when the iPhone 4 came out, I have one, but I don't know where it's at. You know, the one with the metal around the outside, not the 5, which is aluminum cased, but like the one that has the metal around the edge, right?
Right.
That phone, when they launched it and people waited hours and hours and hours in lines that wrapped around blocks in New York City, I know because I saw them. I was like, those freaking idiots. So, but
Happened in Toronto too, same thing.
right, I think everywhere people waited for these phones, and then they got these phones, and a couple weeks in, what they realized is when people would hold on to the phones to talk on the phones, the signal would go away because the antenna was the thing that was around the outside. So then Apple had to go back and go, okay, how are we going to fix this? And they had to create cases, and they had to give out all these cases to all these people who bought these phones that didn't work. So Apple had problems with one of their best, and you know what? We're now on the iPhone, almost going iPhone 6, you know, because there's bumps when you launch something that's brand new. You figure out how to get around the bumps and how to smooth everything out, and then once you do, you make it even better and stronger. You keep just going. It's about, I've often heard, failing forward. It's like, oop, that didn't work. No, if it didn't work, you don't quit. You go, okay, well, that didn't work. Let's reassess. Let's reevaluate and move forward from there. So being a founder, we have this opportunity to go, oh, okay, oh, that didn't, okay, I get how that works. Oh, I get how this, oh, and then it goes live, and all of a sudden it's like we know what we're doing. We've already built content. It's already out there. People are going to be searching for it, and we're going to be the first ones to be found. So if you're curious about coming to work with one of us, whoever you're looking at on this panel, or if someone shared this to you, you know, connect with them and join, or connect with them and ask. Even just ask. Build the conversation, because it's all about building relationships. So that's another great thing about being a founder. It's like we have this opportunity to prepare for when relaunches. We've got it. It's just genius. It's
It
just
is.
We're creating the solid foundation.
Right.
we are literally creating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the iPhone 4, the one that didn't work so well, it's my best phone that I've ever had. It's still working.
I still have mine too. I do. I prefer it over. And
I
what
love it.
Michael was saying about beta, and it's funny because my son plays Minecraft, and with those video games and stuff, they have updates all the time. So they update the game, and then the game has glitches. So he's telling me about glitches. So what he does, he goes onto YouTube and figures out how to fix the glitch, and he does it himself. Like, how cool is that? So it just shows you the power of video, the power of YouTube, the power of what we have and are showing other people. That, I mean, my son, that's the first thing he does. He's on YouTube researching, how do I fix this?
That's another good point to make with what you just said, is there's glitches with absolutely
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah. Like Michael said, Apple, like they're known for their products, but they still have glitches, and that's all it is. It's a glitch in the system. It will get worked out.
I mean, even I use to cut a lot of my videos. I use this software called Camtasia, and I've had it for I don't know how long. And one day I did a system update because they said there was an update, so I did the update, and everything worked wrong. So everything was working smoothly, and then I did the update, and it was just scrambled, and I'm going, oh my gosh, I just need to cut these videos. So I messaged them, and they fixed it. They sent me a new update, but that's what it is. I mean, a solid system
Yeah.
comes in, they do an update that they think makes everything better, and then there's problems with it. But then you know what? They fix them.
Just the glitch.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah. I've learned that from my son. It's funny how, out of the mouths of babes, because he goes, oh, it's just a glitch, they have a fix for it. I'm like, it's kind of like what we're doing. It's just a glitch. They're working on it, the tech department is working on it. So I love that analogy. There's so much, I mean, all the kids that I know play that game, and they're not going to stop playing that game because there's a glitch.
No.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I know I'm not going anywhere because there's glitches.
No, me neither.
Just, get through the glitch, and maybe you'll learn something along the journey.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So
because
this
there's a lot
team
more.
is
What our team provides right here, I mean, we're providing training that's even bigger than the system itself. It's the stuff that we're covering. So if there's something wrong, so don't worry about it. Just hold on a second. It'll be fine. Focus on this anyway, because we need to get in your head. Like, you need to go in there and you need to clean out what's getting in the way of your success. Because there's some mindset stuff going on in there too. People, because of the conditioning that we were raised through our entire lives. It's conditioning. Gotta recondition.
Yes. Yep. It's true. I remember, who was I talking to? Somebody last night, and I was saying, when I first started going to events, they would have all of the gurus come on stage. The first thing they would talk about was mindset. And I'm like, how am I going to build a business? Like, how is this teaching me how to make money? I want the meat and potatoes. I want to know how to do it. Mindset is not helping me. But it is about mindset. It's huge. It's all about mindset, really. And
as long as you take that mindset and take action.
Exactly. Because
some people get stuck in mindset stuff.
Exactly. I was talking to somebody about The Secret and the law of attraction. And that's what we were talking about. And I said, I didn't realize how powerful, the mindset is that you put it out there and you believe it, and then, you receive it. But in all of that, you have to take action. There's action steps in it. And it was fitting in with something that Susan and I were talking about, is vision boards. And we're going to be doing some stuff on that as well. So I'm excited to do that. That's going to be in the group,
That'll be fun.
guys, too. That's going to be fun. Yeah. But like Jay said, his why has changed. So I think when people do these dream boards or vision boards or whatever we're going to be calling them, you're going to see a lot of shifts in people's whys and their what in this industry, for sure. I'm excited to do that. You, Susan?
Yeah, I think that'll be really good.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to. The only thing we'll have to do is figure out how to piece it apart, because to do it well so that it can really be dealt with. Yeah, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, we're going to have that as a part of the Google Hangouts, the Google Hangout training that we're doing. So that's going to be neat.
Yeah. Jay, before you were going to say something, do you still have that thought on your mind?
No, I don't even. No, I don't think so. I started listening to Michael, and I think
Oh.
I.
Sorry, Jerry. Sorry about that.
Oh no, it's okay. You know how you New Yorkers are.
I know we are brassy and we just keep. Sorry, that's what it is.
And had I been in New York, we probably could have both talked at the same time, and we both would have caught both stories.
God, I love New York. It's my favorite city in the world. I just love it. I love New York. It is truly my favorite city that I've ever visited.
I've decided though that it's a spring fall city, and winter summer needs to be just on different beaches around the world, which is what
I totally
my
agree.
intention. This last winter was my last winter here. My intentions are to be training my team from tropical locations this winter.
Yay! Via video.
I'm not even going to act jealous because I'll be on the beach too.
Well, yeah, well, that's the nice part is like we can all do it together.
We can all get on a Google Hangout from the beaches of the world, whatever beach we're on.
No comment from Jason, because he's a hop, skip, and a jump away from his beach any day.
Do you have a pool, Jason?
Yeah, it's here waiting on y'all.
Oh,
yeah, we're going to be hitting Jason's house. Oh, yeah. When we go to the event in September.
Yes.
Can't wait.
Well, we've almost been on 2 hours, guys. Should we close it up?
I think so.
Closing comments? No.
I've said so much already. I'm pretty much, and you know me, I'll just keep rambling. So my closing comments are, guys, just if you're considering working with us, connect with the person who shared this video with you and ask them, either just join and then ask them, you know, what's up to connect you, or if you want to talk to them first, cool, talk to them. Like it's really quite simple, and we make it fun. So that's my closing comment. Just that if you're looking to change your life, you can. You just have to do it. And if you're thinking it's going to happen by repeating the same steps you've been repeating that got you to exactly where you're at, well then that's the kind of change you're going to have. So if you want to change something, you got to make it happen. So, you know, just make that phone call, send the email, or send the text, whatever, just do it.
Video.
Right, exactly. So that's my closing comment. Just contact one of whoever contacted you and shared this with you.
Mm-hmm.
Jason,
well, my closing comment would be, Michael was just talking just a minute ago about glitches, that we have glitches because we're in beta, and they're going to get fixed. Well, our glitches are just technical glitches. For people that are watching this video and you have a glitch of whatever company that you're working in, and it might not be a technical glitch, it's a glitch that's stopping you from moving forward, or a glitch that isn't allowing you to move forward, where the person that invited you to this hangout or that showed you to this group, this is a glitch fixer group, you know, and for all the companies out there that don't do the type of training that we're implementing here in our group and our team, that's what this is. We're a glitch fixer for all those other companies that don't have this kind of training and for them. So we're glitch fixers.
That's a
Awesome.
cool
Get with
point.
the person that invited you, so we can help you fix your glitch.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Jason, do you have closing comments?
Yeah, yeah. It's just cool to you know, being one of us that's been here from the get-go, seeing all these new faces come out on the Hangouts, and um, we need to start, doing more of them. I know I've been gone for a minute with all this stuff I've been doing, but yeah, it's cool. Just stick with us. Um, the like we are the founders, and all the people that quit, then that's only gonna help you out even better by pushing you up. And then once we full launch, and then the people start joining, then they're under you. So don't be one of the people that quit. Just stick with us. We got some stuff planned for you. That's what I'm doing a
Thoughts.
presentation right now as we do this thing. So it's Saturday night, and we're here doing what it takes to help the team. So I'm just glad to meet everybody, Jay and Cater and Mike, and then Susan and Kimmy. I'm
The
used to
same
seeing
old
them
girls.
all the time. Yeah, the crew. Yeah, getting the
This
crew back
does.
together. Yeah, we just need to get Pete back now, and Bobby, and
But see, how cool is that, Jason? That you could go and
mhm.
you know that we're still here to maintain the fort while you're gone, and now you're able to just step back into it again. But Susan and I were there because we were able to be there, or there was a period that I couldn't for a week or two. So Susan and Michael were doing stuff. So that is what is so cool about being part of this team, is that you don't ever have to worry that it's all on you.
Yep.
That you're plugging your people into the group, and there's always going to be somebody there to help you. Always.
Oh yeah.
Or, if we can't, we'll talk to, Clinton and Ashley or Ken or whoever we need to and find out the answers for you. So that's another benefit of being on our team. We have access to the owners, and the people that are going to come in after, they're not going to have that access, really. They're not going to have that relationship built because we've been there from the beginning, and I know what it's like to be a part of a company from the beginning. You get to meet the owners, the leaders, and then when it gets huge and nobody can get to them anymore, our team is still going to have access. So that's cool. I love that. It's kind of a bonus. And they love what we're doing. I mean, I can't believe the recognition that they give us all of the time. So it's very cool. I think Jason had an opportunity to even go meet with them in Orlando. You were moving, I know, Jason, so you were busy, but they extended that to Jason to come meet with them. So that's what the power that our team has. We've been there right from the get-go. Well, we were there before the get-go. We were there when it was leaked and it wasn't even going. We've been there before the beta. We've been there before everything. So it's awesome, and that's what I wanted to say. It's just spectacular to be on this team, and I invite you to come and join it, because if you're not there, someone else is. So you never ever have to worry that you're on your own when you're a part of this community. And that's what I love about it. Like, I never ever feel alone, ever. Or that
Mhm.
I always feel like someone's got my back if I can't do it, or if I can't figure something out. One of the leaders, or even people that are new people coming into the group, they have skills that I don't know, and I can ask them. And people are, sharing things within the group. So you're never alone. And it's amazing to be a part of such a spectacular community. I love this group. I love the top income team. Love it.
Definitely. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And for you
Yeah.
ladies, or well, not just the ladies, the stuff Ashley has planned for you all, and um, I think it's really gonna help with, especially the couples, the stuff she has planned. She had mentioned it before, and I'm excited. I'm not a lady, but I know the stuff that she has planned is really gonna be exciting for the ladies and for the
Mhm.
people that are married or that might have
Significant
somebody that
other.
might be on the same sheet of music. I think what she has planned is really going to help bring people together. So it's exciting times, really exciting times.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we don't see even the half of it yet. We really don't. Just they just kind of give us little snippets. So get in and get to the event. Come and meet all of us because we want to meet you. Aren't the events the greatest thing ever?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Networking, oh my gosh, it changed my life. Going to events did.
Definitely.
Hmm.
Yes.
Well,
So,
thank
Jay, I want Susan. What are you gonna say on closing?
you. Well, I kept on trying, but everybody was still having something to say, so it's all
I
good.
know, kind of, yeah.
She was being polite.
Thank you, each of you, for joining the panel again. It's always awesome. Our conversations always go off somewhere wonderful. So thank you very much for joining. And to everybody watching, the cool thing about tonight is we had the largest audience ever. And that's pretty impressive. And most of the numbers, they went up and down, but most of them stayed up for this whole long hangout. So thank you to the audience. Don't hesitate and don't wait until everything is right. That's my message. Be spectacular now. And if that means joining our team, which, yes, we can help you be spectacular. But if it doesn't, whatever. Just don't hesitate with anything. Just be your spectacular self. No. Bye.
Fabulous, spectacular.
This is the time to go hard in your business right now. About to get into the busy season of network marketing. This is the time to do it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
do it now. Yeah, that's what I agree, Jason. Like when September hits, it's going to be insanity. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, now you can get everything all planned and organized and get into the group and figure stuff out, see what your passion is, what you want to do, how you want to market. And then by the time September hits, man, you're really going to be, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, perfect timing for the event.
It is. It's such perfect timing.
I think it was on purpose.
Of course. Everything is.
Everything's on purpose, Susan.
Bye, everybody.
Ciao, guys.
See ya.